Hi, and welcome back to our small corner of the world. It's been 3 weeks since we decided to do life in a slightly different way. 3 weeks of life in our van, making the road into our friend, and realizing that we did actually leave at last. 3 weeks of shifting pace, slowing down, and fully breathing in each moment and trying to be present in every single one of them. Weeks filled with bright nights, wild lakes, and birds singing us to sleep, ensuring we wake up with the sunrise. There have been moments that felt more like postcards than reality, and of course, a few obstacles along the way. We have already covered many miles, with each new place more scenic than the last. Driving along the coastline on a wild beach probably being our favorite. It's been us, exploring remote places, spending all the time together, figuring life out in a tiny space. And of course, having our two-man parties, dancing like nobody's watching, because nobody was. Beaches and heartbeats, embracing all that is wild. Blessed to be a part of it. It's amazing how much you can experience in such a short period of time when you allow life to unfold by putting yourself somewhere unfamiliar, where your days are no longer to be predicted and you're surrounded by constant newness. And the word that comes to your mind is total freedom. Or is it? Our last week on the road has been different. It's either been really cold, really windy, rainy, or all of it at once. We have mostly been doing nothing but working or covering miles, trying to chase the heat by going south. It has just become fairly obvious that this journey for us isn't just about dreamy locations and songs of freedom. There are also times when fear kicks in. Sometimes triggered by the smallest things, like bad weather for days and too much time spent inside the van. We wonder, what are we really doing? And don't get me wrong, I am not questioning the lifestyle, because nothing has ever felt as authentic as moving into our van, getting closer to nature, and living a life on the go. After all, we were all nomads once. But we are not on this journey with a luxurious remote job or a big savings account. We run a small business, and to be honest, I often worry about whether it will sustain us being on the road. Or at all. And if it doesn't, what happens then? You might think you can always go back. Get back into the loop like everyone else. Let a dream remain just a dream. And I guess we could go back. Get different jobs even. But that would feel like failing our biggest dream. And maybe that's what I'm really afraid of. Failing. But ever since we left, and every time doubt creeps in, nature responds. I don't know if I come across as crazy, but to me, it really is like Mother Earth is giving us her signs, perfectly placed, when we need them the most. All reassuring us that we are in fact on the right path. And some of them have been carrying such beauty that I feel blessed to even share these moments with her. These moments also reminds us of why we left in the first place. That it's not just about escaping the mundane, but embracing the extraordinary. And the real reward is the freedom to follow our hearts, to pursue our dreams, no matter how daunting they may seem at times. I guess that in the end, it's about the courage to keep going, even when the road is crooked or uncertain. Because the greatest failure is not in falling short, but in never daring to dream at all. So here's to you, the dreamers, the wanderers, and those bold enough to chase their passions. Remember, the journey itself is the destination, and every step taken is a victory. So towards our wildest dreams, let's run.